a news story that will surprise you because till now it remains undisclosed. But what we are learning is that Sushant Singh Rajput, Navika, sent out an SOS to his family.
That's right. On the 8th of June is when we understand Rhea Chakrabarti left the house of Sushant Singh Rajput. 8th of June also happens to be the day on which Disha Salian's dead body was recovered, and it was said that she had committed suicide. Now, what we are being given to understand by sources close to Sushant Singh Rajput's family is that on that day, on the 9th of June, the night after this news came to him, he was in a complete flap, very, very worried, very agitated, Rahul. And what he did tell his family was that I've been trying to get in touch with Rhea. She's not answering my calls. This is very urgent that I speak with her because ये किसी न किसी चीज में मुझे फंसाएंगे. Who he was referring to? Why was he wanting to get in touch with Rhea? Did she have anything that Sushant expected her to use against him? We don't know, but this is something that he did share with his family and said, "ये किसी न किसी चीज में मुझे फंसाएंगे," and that is a conversation that the family has also given in its statement to the CBI, because this was an issue where Sushant was agitated, and we know that his sister in Mumbai came and stayed with him in the interim for about 2 or 3 days before she went back. And during this period, he kept repeating the fact that he was extremely agitated, he was extremely worried, and he was scared that कुछ लोग उसे फंसाने वाले हैं. And something about this that he wanted to discuss with Rhea Chakrabarti, but she had blocked his phone calls. She was not taking his phone calls, and he was rather distraught and worried about contacting Rhea. Did she have something that Sushant Singh Rajput was worried about? That's the big question.
Well, you know, for a while now, Navika, many people have been talking about how there has been a larger conspiracy in or behind the death of Sushant Singh Rajput. Now, obviously, the drug conversations seem to suggest that Sushant Singh Rajput was being given a cocktail of drugs. Whether he knew about it, whether it was prescribed by somebody to make him disoriented, we don't know. But clearly this paranoia that he has harbored is coming through, and obviously he did not trust the people around him.
That's very, very true. The fact is that he was paranoid. Somebody probably was threatening him that something would come out. We don't know in what area these threats were all about. There are all sorts of theories that are doing the rounds, that somebody, Disha had told him something before she committed suicide, or possibly that itself was a homicide. There are many theories, but the fact is that it is confirmed that Sushant Singh Rajput was paranoid. He was trying to get in touch with Rhea. He wanted to know some details from Rhea. He kept on trying his number, and we have the CDRs.
Yes, we have the call records.
Where he kept trying Rhea Chakrabarti's phone numbers. She had blocked him. There was no conversation, and this was sending him into a tizzy. And he kept telling his family, "ये लोग मुझे फंसाएंगे." किस चीज में फंसाएंगे? What was it that was troubling him? Was there something, maybe his prescriptions which he felt could have been made public by a group of people? Whether it was something else, we don't quite know, but he was definitely worried about something, and Rhea Chakrabarti possibly had the answer to this, which is why he kept trying her number, and she had blocked him so he couldn't speak with her. He did try Shovik Chakrabarti's number as well, and Shovik also could not put him through Rhea Chakrabarti.
Do you think they were playing mind games?
That was an SOS.
Do you think they were playing mind games, or if not, then his family did come to his aid for a while? Did they not?
Well, they came, but they thought that, you know, maybe he's agitated because she's gone away. Maybe there are some differences between them which they need to sort out. And they kept asking him, "Phasaenge, kis cheez ki baat kar rahe ho? Kis cheez ki baat kar rahe ho?" That is what. But nobody ever imagined that it could be a matter of life and death. Maybe they felt that he was feeling unwell, he was, paranoid about her leaving. He wanted to desperately, try and reach across to her, and she was not taking his calls. Maybe that is why he was agitated. So they were trying to, as families would do, trying to calm him down, trying to tell him that, koi nahi phasayega, tum aaram karo, that kind of thing, which regular people would tell each other. The fact of the matter is that at least for 2 or 3 days he kept saying कि ये लोग मुझे फंसाएंगे. Who were these people that he was referring to? Nobody has a clue.
Nobody has a clue. So the family hit a brick wall when it came to identifying, or at least getting him to identify these individuals. Okay, very interesting. I just want to quickly go straight across to our reporters because there's been so many developments today. We'll just come out to them amidst all of this, of course, because of the probe. Now, the skeletons in Bollywood's drug closet are also out. We'll just come to that, but I want to come across to you, Siddhant. Very important, this deposition that we have been able to access says that Sushant Singh Rajput feared the worst. Now, have the authorities been looking into this aspect? Have the family members been questioned on this aspect?
This is a very significant news break that you and Navika ma'am is getting, because Rahul, from 6 months before Sushant's death, almost the entire Bollywood boycotted him, and this has been confirmed to me by Sushant's staff and his friends. He only has his close friend circle, those who used to speak to him. They don't have any Bollywood background. Second, Rahul, that on 9th he was really disturbed after listening to Disha Salian's suicide, and this he mentioned to one of his staff also, that why I am being linked to that particular suicide, and he was really upset. He did not talk much. Then on 11th and 12th also he again mentioned, and he was looking very upset. So as you guys are getting this story, that on 9th he made this SOS call to Meetu Singh. It is very significant because this is the first time that Sushant has approached somebody in the family telling them that I am scared, somebody's trying to fix me. Now the fact here is that he was really not happy with the way lot other people in Bollywood used to treat him. He was somewhere very unhappy with that. He was feeling isolated and boycotted, and that was the main reason for his stress. Then Ria left him on 8th, and then on the same intervening night, Disha Salian's death news come up, and in the next day her death was being linked with Sushant. So he was indeed disturbed at that point in time. Now this has never come up during Mumbai Police's investigation. This has never come up that he made this SOS call and he approached his family member. The only thing that has come up in Mumbai Police's investigation was that he was disturbed with the news of Disha Salian. So it is a very significant news break that why Sushant was depressed and in fear of somebody trying to fix him. Back to you.
Okay, well,
Tamal
yes.
is also joining us on the broadcast here, and Tamal, this is significant because the fact that he spoke and he was given the information about Disha Salian's death had agitated him, and this has been corroborated by Siddharth Pithani. It's also been corroborated by Dipesh Sawant, who were with him at home, and then his conversations with his family, speaking to his sister, to his brother-in-law, and expressing the fact that ye log mujhe phasa denge, and the repeated phone calls that he kept making to Rhea Chakrabarti clearly show that he was agitated and worried about something. Have the investigation agencies been able to zero in on something like this? Because the CBI has interrogated Rhea Chakrabarti. Have they been able to zero in on what information did Rhea Chakrabarti have? Who were the people that Sushant Singh Rajput was worried about? The family has deposed also before the CBI. Any clues as to what was worrying Sushant Singh Rajput in the 5 days between the 9th of June and the 13th of June when Ria had left his residence?
Well, Navika, yes, during the course of interrogation of Ria Chakraborty, definitely that was asked. We also know, as a matter of fact, that the allegations leveled against Ria Chakraborty were also... Well, Navika, just sorry to interrupt you, but we are getting live visuals here. Jaya Saha is expected to leave out, and Jaya Saha was interrogated. There you see, Navika, first visuals here on Times Now. Jaya Saha having interrogated by NCB for over 5 hours, close to 6 hours. Jaya Saha is now stepping out of the NCB guest house, and these are the first visuals, live visuals you're getting from Times Now. Jaya Saha had been questioned by NCB. Minded she was called on September 16, but she could not. Ma'am, what is that? What is that we are trying to understand? Ms. Saha, did you participate in a group chat with other celebs? Did you advise celebs to give CBD? Okay, there you see Jaya Saha stepping out of the NCB guest house, and Jaya Saha, of course, did not take questions. There are several WhatsApp chats which are now under the scanner of NCB, and WhatsApp chats that Jaya Saha is also part of. She came down to NCB office at around 1:50. She is leaving NCB office at 6:10. Yeah. We will figure out in some time if she is being called again. So yes, Navika, that was the latest what happened here at the NCB guest house. Going back to your question, yes, Ria Chakraborty, during the course of interrogation, she was inquired upon what really happened on June 9. Why did she switch off her phone? Why did she not care to get back to Sushant Singh Rajput after having learned Disha Salian's unfortunate demise, and that to a tragic one? Ria Chakraborty, to her defense, she had suggested that Sushant Singh Rajput had apparently asked her to leave his house, and she was heartbroken.
Okay.
The reason why she did not get back